Oh, we have no control group. What am I supposed to say?
So,
well, if
wait,
Trump
how many would have
backflip,
how many would have had to have died before you would criticize him?
I don't know.
Give me a number. Wait, so you could have led 1 million?
So what you're telling me is that we have no idea what would have happened if Trump did anything else.
We don't
and now
ever.
We're supposed
We
to
don't.
Make a determination.
That's you're making a tautological statement. That's how the universe works. We don't ever know what would happen if other things.
What am I supposed to?
Tim Pool absolutely owns extreme lefty Vaush in this heated debate. Let's get right to it.
Fauci never said that COVID would be no big deal. Trump was informed.
He actually did. He actually did. You need to watch the videos because he did.
No,
and the video was put out with all of Fauci's statements. And Fauci, I've criticized Fauci over and over again. Early on, I was very
not Trump.
And because Trump's repeating what Fauci says.
Trump does not just wait. They fight constantly.
No, early on they didn't. Early on, Trump made the mistake of just parroting Fauci, and I got to the point.
He did not exclusively parrot Fauci early on.
You need to watch the.
Wait. I know. I can watch the clips. Wait. I understand. There was a lot of complexity here when it comes to the information that was disseminated and who did it. But that doesn't change the fact we know Trump was given information and then lied about it.
And that's your opinion is.
That's not an opinion.
Yes. No. I'm saying, and your opinion is he shouldn't have, and mine is. I don't know. Maybe there would have been a panic. Maybe there wouldn't.
Like in Canada?
Trump made a call, and you're criticizing him, and we don't know what the result would have been.
You've criticized Fauci for what he said about the masks. How can you say Trump, well, maybe it would have caused a panic, but then not say the same thing about Fauci when he said that masks weren't effective sometime in March?
Wait. We should have worn masks the entire time.
Are you sure?
We don't know.
Are they like made of cloth and dirty?
We don't know if a panic would have destroyed everything and killed 10 times the people.
How would that, being honest about the extent, first of all, hundreds of thousands are dead, and they're dying in large part because we don't have a consistent national policy about social distancing and about mask wearing. That is,
and obesity.
No, dude.
I don't know.
Sickness in general.
Trump can't issue. Look, Trump does not have the constitutional authority to issue a mask mandate.
He has. Wait. First of all, he has war powers. He absolutely can. He uses executive actions all the time. This is not something that he would do. This would not be legally challenged. He was being called for to do this, even by the Democrats. He was being called to do this. He disbanded the pandemic response team. He removed people.
And consolidated it.
No. He withdrew their power.
So who did he consolidate then?
What?
Can you pull I want to pull up the fact check on this. Trump consolidated the roles of the pandemic response team. Factcheck.org. I've been through this like a million times.
See if I can find it.
So Trump did.
Is Tim Pool's mic off or something? Like, why does it sound like his microphone is just not working? But this is so ridiculous. You know, like Tom Fauci. What? Who's Tom Fauci? Anthony Fauci. He flip-flopped on many things, and then there's like uncovered emails where it showed like he didn't really believe the masks work, and like originally he said no, the masks, they don't work, don't wear the masks, they don't work. And then later on he would be like, oh, you need to wear the masks. And then later on he admitted that he lied about his early thing about don't wear masks because he wanted to saved more masks for the nurses and stuff like that. So it already showed a clear dishonesty right there.
Those functions into a group of people.
Wait, was that Pence's task force?
No, this was the existing CDC.
The existing CDC that he defunded by like a massive percentage?
So factcheck.org, the way they put it was Trump was trying to streamline the process early on. And that it's been weaponized by partisans to make it seem like he just straight up got rid of it.
So he got rid of it, then took its functions and put it into the CDC, and he's cut the CDC's budget.
We got to pull up. No, it's factcheck.org. It's Trump dismand.
I'm familiar with the site factcheck.org.
I know. She's trying to.
But I mean, do we want to look at like CDC cuts or what he did with the people in Wuhan that he pulled out?
If we want to pull up the source and talk about Trump consolidating the roles of
what I'm trying to talk about is the totality of evidence that he has mishandled this pandemic, and it's interesting to me that you were extremely unwilling to criticize him for that.
Because what's the alternative?
The alternative.
What would have happened in any other circumstance where we have?
No, exactly. Like, who could have handled the pandemic better? Could Biden have handled it better? Like, name me a person who could have handled it better. I don't. Like, a lot of people like to come down with Trump's handling on both sides, but it was a no-win for Donald Trump. No matter how he would have handled it, he would have gotten heat for it no matter what. If he didn't lock down the economy, if he didn't do this or didn't do that, then the left would have been like, oh, look at him. He's unaliving grandma. He's unaliving all these people. He's leading to all these deaths. He's reckless. And then, then he did lock down, and the left are still like, he mishandled it. He didn't know how to handle it. He mishandled it. Like, remember he wanted to block off people traveling from China to here, and then you had Nancy Pelosi was like, oh, that's xenophobic, that's racist, I'm going to go hug an Asian over here in Chinatown or whatever. And then, so he tries to do that, and he gets blamed for it. So it's just, that whole thing is just, it was a mess. It was just one big mess. A really terrible time in human history, to be honest. What do you guys think about it? Sound off in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel if you enjoy content like this. Let's continue.
Oh, we have no control group. What am I supposed to say?
So,
well, if
wait,
Trump
how many would have
how
many would have had to have died before you would criticize him?
I don't know.
Give me a number. Wait, so you could have let 1 million?
So what you're telling me is that we have no idea what would have happened if Trump did anything else.
We don't
and now
ever.
We're supposed
We
to
don't.
Make a determination.
That's you're making a tautological statement. That's how the universe works. We don't ever know what would happen if other things.
What am I supposed to say when Fauci early on praised him, when governors early on praised him? Now they're critical of him in an election.
Wait. First of all, the praise of governors is irrelevant. Are governors health experts? Second of all, Fauci praised him a couple of times. He's also under a lot of political pressure to do what Trump says, or otherwise there's a very decent chance of him getting canned. Fauci has made plenty of statements which Trump has later contradicted. Trump has been back and forth on the mask issue, going so far as to make fun of people for wearing masks. Trump didn't wear a mask in public for months. Wait. But again,
nor the clairvoyance to say if only Trump did X, Y would have happened.
But then you can't criticize anything. What if we didn't go into the Afghanistanian war? What if some terrible thing would have happened if we hadn't done that? What if we hadn't gone into Iraq?
No. I think we can objectively say, wow, that war was bad. We shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, I can say this is objectively very bad. We should be doing something different. And I can say
Trump should have done these things, but I can't get overly angry about making assumptions on what I think would or wouldn't have happened.
So you are of the opinion that you should not be able to criticize a sitting precedent as long as you don't have.
You're using semantic arguments.
This is not semantic at all.
Because I actually said you made a good point, and we don't have a measure of success for what Trump should have done.
Yeah, that's to indicate we can't know for sure, but we can make reasonable arguments.
You're using hindsight to make it seem like you could have done a better job.
No, we know he lied at the time. Wait, I'm not the president. I'm not saying I could have done a better job. I'm saying that he messed up. And if you actually are if you actually are anti-establishment, as you claim to be, you are shockingly unwilling to criticize Trump on some of the most objectively.
That's ridiculous.
Wait, you listed the tariffs that he did, even though it destroyed American farming for essentially no benefit, as a positive.
As a policy he did
to the economy, as a positive.
And then we ended up with a good economy.
We had the good economy.
27 trillion in debt right now.
As we had the good economy, you mentioned that as a positive, even though all that did was hurt American workers. You are willing to defend him.
American workers?
The subsidies that we needed to provide farmers because they were being destroyed. The manufacturing that was being hurt from our inability to import.
Came back.
Also, there's a flood.
So Trump threatened the auto industry to put tariffs on their vehicles manufactured overseas, and then they brought their factories.
We brought back a shockingly low number of jobs that don't compensate.
You know what's ridiculous about this section right here, where they're talking about the terrorists and Vaush bringing up the terrorists? Vaush is one of these like commie lefties, like these extreme lefties, like Hassan Piker level. Like he's on that level. Vaush is, right? And, he's all about giving, like, the workers, like, higher minimum wage, this and that. Things that could destroy, like, not destroy the economy, but hurt the economy. Like, things that were negative for the economy, right? And all these lefties do it, not just Vaush, but when it comes to the terror, like, okay, right, they want $20 minimum wages for fast food workers here in California. They got it right, and we all said this is going to be terrible for the economy, especially in California at least. It's going to be terrible for fast food restaurants. Workers are going to lose their jobs. $20 minimum wage goes into effect. Sure enough, everything we said would happen, right? And these lefties, like Vaush, was still denying, be like, well, this is a good thing for these workers. They need a living wage. Define a living wage, because that varies between people. There is no set quote-unquote living wage. That's just a buzzword because it sounds nice, but it doesn't mean anything. A living wage means different things to different people. Anyway, we said these things were going to happen. They happened, and Vaush and these lefties still defending it because they're a bunch of idiots. When Trump wants to slap on tariffs, all of a sudden, what's going to happen for the economy? What's going to happen to the economy? How is this going to affect the businesses and the workers? It drives me insane how they always pretend to act like they care about the economy when it comes to Trump and these darn tariffs. But when anything else, when it comes to, I don't know, giving reparations, when it comes to raising the minimum wage, when it comes to cutting off the pipelines or what have you that affects the gasoline industry. Oh, no, all of a sudden, those are good. Those are good things. Those are not going to affect the economy. Oh, but the tariffs? Oh, all of a sudden, all these lefties become freaking economists all of a sudden. And when we point out, like, hey, the bad things that we said were going to happen are happening. Oh, well, it's the greedy corporations or it's the greedy oil companies. The Democrats just blame it all on the companies, and these freaking NPC lefties just all go along with it. Oh, but when Trump wants to slap on tariffs, oh, all of a sudden, oh, how's this going to affect the economy? Like, shut the heck up. You're all full of crap.
Panic
The point
was, I don't know what would have happened if Trump caused a panic by coming out and saying, you know, America, there's a dangerous pandemic coming.
Why not constantly downplaying it? Like he did. This is going to be over any second. We're rounding the curve now. The heat's going to get rid of it. Constant statement
Why
after
did
statement.
George W. Bush come out and say, keep shopping?
I don't like George W. Bush.
I'm not saying you do. I'm saying there are presidents, and there is a decision to make, and sometimes they're hard, and we don't know what would have happened
the issue,
in a panic or otherwise.
This is the
And so
fundamental issue that I have.
You're coming out and saying Trump should have told everyone. Maybe he should have. I don't know.
If you actually consistently held to this, then you would never be able to criticize anything a president does because you don't know what would have happened if they hadn't done it.
You're not arguing what I'm saying.
Wait, hold on. I would like to. What I'm saying is your standard for assessing the validity of this behavior is nonsensical.
Is a panic bad?
You don't know that it would have caused a panic.
Trump said he wanted to avoid a panic. That was his motivation.
Why not lie about it? Why not say, hey, why not say we need to buckle down as a nation and we need to recognize that we need to be wearing masks and socially distancing?
Yeah, he could have done that. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that's great.
So what you're doing is
why isn't it okay for Fauci to have been wrong about the mask because he didn't want to incite a panic?
That's not incorrect. That's great.
So you're in favor of Fauci saying that you didn't need to wear masks?
I think it's like you're purposefully misunderstanding to make an argument.
No, the argument that I'm making fundamentally.
You can't criticize Trump over masks and then act like Fauci was a saint the entire time.
I have never done that.
I'm not saying it's the rhetorical
you're talking
in terms
with
of other
me.
people. If people are going to look at Trump and say Trump said all these things, and then I can go back and see that Fauci was the one who said them to Trump and Trump repeated them, then my issue is maybe we could have done better, maybe we could have done worse. Trump banned travel early on. He formed the task force. He brought Fauci on in the first place, and the New York Times was estimating if the infection rate reached a certain level, it could even be as high as 6 million.
First of all,
I don't know what would have happened in any other circumstance.
Nobody ever knows. We don't have vision into alternate futures. We have to make reasonable assessments based on the fact that we are doing terribly.
And de Blasio contributed to all of this the same as Trump did.
This is exactly what I mean, and this is the issue that I have.
They're all bad.
You claim to have like this a disaffected sort of like anti-establishment view of all of this, but your channel is hyper partisan against the left, and then when anyone criticizes Trump, you'll either defend him harshly or you'll back up and say, well, they're all bad. You are taking the choice to defend Trump. You are the partisan here. You're not a distanced anti-authoritarian. You are standing with him, and you are saying, yes, I am anti-authoritarian, I am anti-establishment, but also we don't know if him lying to the American people was bad. It could have caused a panic.
So should I make a video right now where I just scream about Nancy Pelosi causing all of the problems? I haven't done that.
Well, I don't know what that had to do with what I just said.
Well, so if Nancy Pelosi went out to Chinatown and said, everyone come party, if Bill de Blasio went out to...
This is whataboutism in the extreme. You can't do it. You can't accept criticisms of Trump.
You can't tell me that I'm whatabouting by
you can criticize those people. You can criticize those people.
Wait, what about Trump?
No,
what about Trump?
This is whataboutism. You can criticize those people. I criticize those people.
I love the paradox of you whatabouting me on Trump and then claiming I'm whatabouting when I...
Let's talk about Trump lying.
Is that
good or bad?
No, exactly. I mean, it's clear Vaush is just full of crap. All these lefties, they're all full of crap. It's funny, like, again, like, no matter what Trump did, like, so Trump listens to Fauci, right? Who's the science. Remember? Fauci, he's like, I am the science. He actually said that. That's not me, making a joke. Fauci said that on tape, like, I am the science. And when they question me, you're questioning the science. He's the Lord. He's the God of science. You can't question him. So when Trump listens to Fauci, and then Fauci turns out was lying or he got something wrong, oh, well, listen, we can't blame Fauci. We got to blame Trump. But when Trump doesn't listen to Fauci, oh, look at Trump. He's not listening to Fauci, and Fauci's too scared. He's a little shivering old man. He's too scared because he's going to get fired, even though doesn't Fauci have a lifetime job there? I don't think he could get fired. That was the whole thing. We were stuck with Fauci. I might be wrong on that, but I remember there's a reason why we're stuck with, he can't just be fired or something like that. I don't know what's going on. All I know is that was a whole mess. We had to suffer through I am the science Fauci. And I'm just glad that whole thing is over with. But what do you guys think of this debate? Do you think Vaush is as full of crap as I think he is? Sound off in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel if you like content like this. And if you do like content like this, I have more goodies for you on the screen to click away and enjoy.